It's the Tony Tone Show on Muscatine's Vintage Sound 93.1 FM. Really excited to talk to my next guest. His name is Patrick Warburton. He's been an actor for a long time. You've seen him in movies like Men in Black, in TV shows like Murphy Brown, Sonnenfeld, of course, as Putty. He does the voice of Joe on Family Guy, and he's here to talk about the Netflix original series, which is called A Series of Unfortunate Events. And I think he's having phone trouble. I can hear in the background. So let's grab him on the MPW Digital TV Celebrity Hotline. Patrick, are you there?
Hey, Tony. Give me 1 second. I'm going to try to turn the volume up on this phone real quick.
No problem.
Yeah, it'll work, Tony. It'll work.
Patrick, buddy, I can't believe this is the first time we've chatted. I've been doing radio for only 10 years, and I've wanted to talk to you for a long time. So thank you for joining the show, and welcome to the great state of Iowa.
Good morning, Tony. It is a pleasure. Finally. Well, I thought it was me. I wasn't sure why you'd never called.
Well, I want to start out, and I hope that this connection, you'll recognize this name. So I have a cousin that's a producer on Family Guy. His name is Kevin Biggins. Do you know Kevin?
I don't know Kevin personally, but is he the one who keeps taking my yogurt out of the refrigerator?
Yes. Kevin is a short, stocky guy. He totally loves yogurt, so that would make sense. Right.
That's right. I get that Noosa yogurt, and it always disappears, and I turn around, and there's Kevin eating.
Every single time with the yogurt.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, and it's like...
Talk to Cuz about that.
I will.
It's not cool.
You got to get him. You got to get him on the Greek yogurt. I think that would be better for him, anyways. Right? I mean, it seems like that would help him out. All right. So, A Series of Unfortunate Events on Netflix, and people can watch this starting. Is it one of those things, Patrick, where they could watch it at like midnight tonight, or is it a certain time on Friday? Have they told you exactly?
Yeah. Well, it starts streaming on Friday the 13th.
Ooh, so, baby.
It probably is. I would assume, yes, that midnight. Starting midnight Thursday. Yes.
So this is it's based on Lemony Snicket, and Neil Patrick Harris is involved. When you do something like this and it ends up at Netflix, it seems like that's almost. I feel like Netflix is the spot for programming in 2017. So obviously, when you're involved in it, you know that it's going to land there. And is production different when you're working on something for Netflix, or is it the same as everything else you do?
For me personally, it is different. Netflix is it's heavily funded, and they're moving in the right direction, and they get great filmmakers and directors, and support them and give them what they need to do and stay out of the way. Executives at networks are much more meddlesome, and it becomes a mess at times, and so we're seeing it's the advent of streaming and services like Netflix, and the networks are getting hit hard, but
right.
Netflix gave Barry Sonnenfeld and Daniel Handler the money they needed to bring these books to life in a way that where they're shot like film. Bo Welch did all the sets. He's done all the sets for Tim Burton and Barry Sonnenfeld films like the Men in Black series. He's an amazing film set designer. Even our wardrobe team won the Academy Award for their work on Moulin Rouge. And,
wow.
Barry's an amazing filmmaker, and the cast is amazing. So we had the premiere last night here in New York at a theater, the first 2 episodes, and put them together, and it looks like a movie. And it's because it is well-funded, and they do get the right people together. And I guess this is why, Netflix is killing television right now.
Yeah, it's such an interesting thing to see the shift. And certainly, I was going to ask you about that. It has to feel like you're working on a movie, and you just answered that question. So it's 8 episodes, and, do Do you have a sense that you'll be doing more? I mean, it depends on how it's received. It seems like people are going to love it, but do you have any, did they say, like, we hope to come back and do 8 more, or is it just a one and done?
Yes. No, it looks like we're probably going to do all 13 books.
Okay.
Yeah, we would go back in April and do season 2, and hopefully do season 2 and season 3 together.
Right.
So that the children don't grow up, because there are kids in this story, and they can't grow up.
Right.
So.
You don't want somebody to come back. Like, I remember distinctively in 6th grade when my voice went from like this to like I cleared my throat, and it was like, oh man, wow, look at that. I sound like a guy now, like it just happened.
Like, cool.
Right. So
that'll work.
Yeah.
I got a girlfriend now.
And then I got hit on the wrist by the nun that was my teacher because I talked a lot, and now I'm in radio, so it kind of all worked out. When it comes to your
turn into some strange
no
for you, did it?
no. Oddly enough, it's my wife's birthday today, and I don't like when she hits me with rulers. So that worked out okay.
I get the same.
Personal
birthday.
Yeah, thank you. She's like 5 years younger than me, so I did okay. Like not the creepy amount of years. It's a good amount.
Wait a minute. Whose birthday is it? Yours or your wife's?
My wife's.
Oh, it's your wife's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you can tell her happy birthday for me.
She'll be tickled to death. Personal preference. You've done voiceover work for a while. Do you like the voiceover stuff? Obviously, being in front of the camera has treated you well, but when it comes to that, you probably get a lot of offers to do things. Do you tend to lead towards, getting into? Does it help you get into character more when you're voicing something that's going to be animated or drawn or whatever?
When you do cartoons and you're isolated in a booth, you really have to use your imagination and have fun with things, because there's no other character to work off of. There's nobody there to play off of, and so you have to just somehow instigate and create something going on with the dynamic, because you're alone in a booth, and it's kind of crazy time to a degree if you think about it. But you're in and you're out. I love the fact that it doesn't take a lot of time, and it leaves you with the rest of the day to do things. So when you do on-camera work, you end up sitting around an awful lot.
Yeah, I can imagine. Last question. It didn't surprise me because I loved it, but the tick and the life that's had, when you did it initially, could you forecast ahead and think, this is something that people are going to want to come back, they're going to clamor for, it's going to have this fan base and this sort of cult following, or did you just think it was like another job? How did you feel when you did that initially?
Well, I felt like it was special and unique and different. We didn't get any support from Fox at the time, even though the networks loved the show. Some of the execs at Fox, they were even curious if we needed to wear costumes.
Jeez.
Superheroes.
Right.
Held the show for a year, and then just, took the 9 episodes we shot and sort of fed us to the dogs, on Thursday night against season 2 of Survivor. They didn't even want the show to succeed, and but because of the advent of the DVD or this or that, it got out there and had a life. And so no, long story short, didn't anticipate that it would have the cult following that it does, but I knew it was something special when we did it. I feel like it's just fun and clever and whimsical and absurd and satirical, and I love all these things. I thought that's what makes it fun and smart.
Well, listen, buddy, I appreciate the time, and I've been a fan for a while, like I said, and I'll definitely watch A Series of Unfortunate Events, available starting tomorrow, Friday the 13th on Netflix. Have a great weekend, and stay warm on the East Coast, brother. Thank you.
Will do. Thanks, Tony. Appreciate it, man.
Be well.